Hello everyone, and welcome to the Lazy Knoll channel. Today we're going to be talking about how we installed high tensile electric fencing on 12 acres of pasture. If you've never seen one of these before, this is going to become your best friend when it comes to high tensile fencing. It's called a spinning jenny, and it helps you pull the wire across the pasture in one sitting without it becoming a jumbled mess. As you can see, it spins as you pull, so you don't have to worry about the wire becoming tangled up on any corners or edges. As you're pulling on the lines that are going to become electrified, you want to make sure that you are adding insulators on each post. 1 insulator per post. We use 4-inch insulators. When you get to the end of the line, after you've installed 1 insulator per post, you're going to want to make sure that you have some wire crimps. We use the 2-sleeve, meaning that it fits 2 wires in it. At the end, you put the 2 sleeves on before you put on the final insulator, which wraps around the post. Your typical insulator is 20 inches, although there is a 24-inch as well as a 30-inch option. On big telephone poles, you're going to want the 30-inch option, which is sold at Cove. The 20 and 24-inch you can get at your standard farm store. Once you wrap the final insulator around the end post, you're going to want to put the wire into the wire crimps, leaving enough of a tail that you'll be able to attach the tail to the other electrified lines using bolts so that all of the insulated lines will be electrified. Here you're going to use the crimp pliers, which squeeze the crimp tight around the wire to hold it in place. As a reminder, you only use insulators on the electrified line. We chose, starting from the bottom up, lines 1, 2, 4 were our insulated lines based on predators as well as the height of our cattle. Once you install the crimps and the insulators on the ends, you're going to want to go back at marked heights on each post. We've marked ours at the 8, 8, 10, 12, 12 spacing. We're using 5 lines of high tensile. Mark each post at those heights, and we use a staple to secure each line, making sure that the insulator is in place where each line is electrified and being secured with that staple. After you've secured all the lines with a staple, you're going to want to find a middle point depending on how many bends there are, as well as how many straight sections there are in the length of the line that you're running between gates or between electrified and unelectrified areas. You're going to want to cut the line in the middle point using 2 crimps as well as a strainer. You're going to add the strainer to one side of the line and then place the wire into the strainer on the second side of the line, and using a tensioner wrench or a strainer tool. As you see, it's the white tool. You're going to want to tighten the line, and that's how you give tension to the line. Follow these steps for every line. If the line is not electrified, then you do not need to worry about insulators. Simply wrap the wire around the post without an insulator, secure it using crimps, secure the line with staples on each post before you add the strainer. This is simply how we have chosen to do it. It does not mean that it is the 100% right way to do it, but we have fenced 12 acres of our property using the method that we have shown here. If you like today's content, please hit the subscribe and like buttons. Don't forget to hit the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. And we appreciate having y'all here.